Well, I think most of you know me and know what my class is, but I will start out again that, you know, this is not a sales presentation. It's not a, hey, I want you to bring your car to Cassill Motors to be worked on. I'm big on, as a service manager, I get frustrated when people spend too much money trying to fix a car and not getting their problem fixed. And that just, to this day, drives me nuts. I had a situation, and I'm gonna tell you, every shop is the same, okay? I think that my shop is the best, but they still, I mean, I had the same situation. A technician came in and said, I need a new EGR valve. The EGR valve burnt off the motor. And so they were selling an EGR valve. And I said, time out. Why the EGR valve? You know, an EGR valve, an EGR valve is for the exhaust gas recirculation. That's what it stands for. It's the emission component. Now, why did this valve, I mean, it burned a hole in the tubing going up to it because it got so hot. Why did this happen? The technician's like, whoa, gosh, I never thought of that. Well, the reason it happened was the catalytic converter went bad, the front converter went bad, and plugged up the back converter. So now we have this great big restriction in the exhaust system. So now it's forcing all this really hot gas air up through the EGR valve, and the tubing's very thin on those, and it burned a hole in it to where it could relieve pressure. It's like, okay, we don't. Not only do we need an EGR valve, but we need to fix the problem. What was the problem? The problem was a catalytic converter. Okay, but actually the problem was the intake manifold gaskets were sucking air, so it was running rich, plugged up there, made the converter act up, broke loose the converter, filled the back converter. So you got to know why, and that's why I do these classes, because you know you get the guy, you got the check engine light, and the first thing somebody wants to do is they want to run to the zone down here and plug in their reader, and they're going to tell you, yep, your O2 sensor's bad, and sell you an O2 sensor. You're going to put an O2 sensor on it, and then you're going to go back and they're, well, nope, it needs a map sensor, and it needs this, and it needs that. Well, we replaced all these sensors, and what it needed was the throttle body cleaned, because the throttle body meters the air, you know, whatever the situation is. So it wasn't that it needed, the oxygen sensor had thrown a code, but it was saying that it was too lean. Well, why is it too lean? It's not that the sensor went bad. Why is it too lean? It's too lean because we're getting too much air, or we're not getting enough fuel, or whatever. I mean, that's what my programs are. I want to help on maintenance. I'm always here to help. Ask any questions. Inside your envelope there should be my business card. That's got my cell phone on it. My phone is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't matter if I'm at Vegas in a race, I'll answer the phone. And Russ Blood's wife, he just called me when I was gone and said, hey, my wife's car, I went out and it's making a clicking sound, but it's under the dash, but no lights are on. Well, she's got a Lincoln, got a lot of electronics on it. Battery went bad. I said, go to the shop, grab a battery, put a battery in it. So, doesn't matter. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I will answer my phone. If I'm with a guest, I won't answer, but I will call you back. So, feel free to call me anytime.
So, Jay, I have a question.
Yeah.
As the consumer, in that scenario you're talking about, is it okay for me to just keep asking why? I mean, how do I handle that?
Why
is there
would you
anything I can do?
Why would you not?
Is there a place
You
where I
always
have to
ask
jump
why.
in there with the service manager if I think they're not?
It's your car, and you know, you want to do it in a nice way. Me with my guys, sometimes I come across a little harsh to them. You know, that's why they call me the ass in Cassill. So, especially in a situation when I know that they should know something like this. You know, they should have recognized that. Instead of coming to me with just saying I need an EGR valve, they should have come to their service advisor and say, hey, we need an EGR valve, but we need a catalytic converter too, because the EGR valve is bad because the catalytic converter plugged up. Okay, that's what he should have done. And I'm the ass because I'm out there saying, no, you're not just putting an EGR valve on it. We're going to find what was the problem. We're going to fix the problem. Don't just replace a part.